Welcome back. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to teach you, as promised, one of the most important ways in which you can change the state of your well-being by changing what's going on in your nervous system. And it's something that I, as yet, have not taught publicly. So you are the first to learn about this. And I think it's a real game changer. It's certainly been a game changer for my clients and for myself to understand this. So stay tuned, and we are going to be doing a little bit of movement, but very simple movement. First of all though, did you check out the first two videos in this series? They're really important. So to recap really briefly, in this first video, I talked about how the ways in which traditionally we are told to get our energy back and to recover from stress can be really overwhelming. We can go in 1,000 different really expensive directions, from spending so much money on supplements, life coaching therapy, one-on-one hands-on treatment, going seeing doctors, getting hormonal therapy, joining exercise programs, exploring different diets and nutritional options. And it gets to be too much. As well as that, we're also told that we need to sort out the stress in our lives and be on purpose and figure out what we're passionate about and change everything. And really, that is just stress placed on top of stress, and we should stop and not do that. What I have and what I was sharing in the first couple of videos is a recovery and resiliency program, which brings together the wisdom of life coaching and movement and healing and science in one really beautiful and easy to follow program that I've designed for women who are not feeling like they have the energy that they once had and who are at a place where they really want to do something about it. So many of us go on this kind of downward trajectory where we're like, oh, I will do something about my health when I have more time, when the kids are a little bit older, when I have a little bit more money. And it's a terrible idea to keep letting your health kind of feel like it's staying the same, because in reality, it's actually getting worse. Because if we're not fixing ourselves, if we're not changing our state, we're becoming more and more hormonally depleted. We're using up more of our cortisol, which in turn uses up the precursors to actually create other hormones in the body. And our patterns of stress are becoming more and more entrenched. And so we're then responding out of this place of habit where we get stuck in a rut instead of actually retraining and rewiring our responses to be kinder to ourselves and to the people around us. So we need to change what we're doing. We need not to wait. We need not to wait until we need to change now. So I really want to encourage you that if you're feeling like you don't have the energy that you would like and the happiness that you would like, that you join me, that you reach out. In the second video, I talked about breath and how important it is to actually be taking longer exhales. And that simply by exhaling a little bit longer, we shift into a parasympathetic healing state, which is better for our nervous system, which is a more healing state. So please go back and watch those videos if you haven't, especially the second one, because I get a little bit more into some really cool stuff about the diaphragm and breath. And in a moment, let's go to what I call functional unfreeze. First of all, did you sign up yet? Please sign up below so that you get notification a day before the course goes public, so that you can be part of my small group where I can support and guide you to be resilient and to recover from inflammation and pain, to get your energy and therefore to get your motivation back. Just sign up in the email box below and you'll get notification one day before the course goes live, so that you get the best possible chance of joining me in the program, where I just teach a small groups, up to 12 people per class, maximum 12, so that I can really be connected with you and supporting you with the beautiful tools that I have to offer to women like you and like me. Okay, without further ado, let's explore functional freeze and getting unfrozen. One of the states that many of us live in is this kind of state where we are getting by, but our cup is full, full, full. It feels like if we add one more thing, we're going to explode. And so we're full, but we kind of numb out a little bit. And we use a glass of wine or a TV show or some other thing, a beer, snacks, crackers, whatever your thing is that you use when you feel stressed is like, oh, okay, this is going to help me manage. Probably means that a good chunk of your day, you're in what I call a functional freeze. And in one of the first parts of the Recovery and Resiliency program, we really explore the different states that you might be in so that you can kind of analyze and figure out what your go-to is and how to change it. Do you feel like yourself? Do you feel like, oh yeah, okay, I feel like me, the best of me, the part of me that I love is always present? Or are you just getting by? Let's do a little bit of movement. And here's the trick. Here's the trick, is that we need to do some fluid, repetitive movement. So here we are. Please follow along because I am teaching you how to get functionally unfrozen as I do this movement. So I'm just moving my wrist joints. And we need about 5 minutes. So you might need to just keep doing a bit of movement longer than this video. But what you're going to notice, just keep following the movement. I'm just turning my wrists in and out, in and out. And in a moment, we're gonna go through all the joints so that we can pump and move inflammation from our joints. As we do simple, repetitive movement, our body starts to know that it's okay, that it's safe. And this part of our being that responds, there's a reason that we rock children. There's a reason that we give repetitive movement as a soothing movement to babies. Our nervous systems really, really love it. And so when we give our bodies repetitive movement, we feel safe. The nervous system kind of goes, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for you to feel okay. You don't need to feel worried anymore. You don't need to feel exhausted and stressed. You can start to feel okay. So that's actually what's happening. Now let's move our elbows at a physiological level, not just me telling you that, although hopefully me telling you that will help you feel that as well. So let's circle our elbow joints and let's imagine that we're moving good, healthy liquid into the joints, pumping out any inflammation that might be there. And then let's one by one start moving the arms. So just simple movement. So I'm just going to take the arms one by one back. And we're going to do it quite slowly. Because when we are busy, we tend to be moving too fast. Or if we're super stressed out, we tend to be a little bit numb to the feeling of our body moving through space. Our spatial awareness is not great when we're stressed. And this is really movement for recovery. And this is the simple movement that we start with. And all movement is important, including strong, powerful movement. But just at the beginning of recovery, balancing your nervous system, simple, easy movement is really the medicine and energy building movement that we need to go to. As we do this, let your breath soften. Notice that I'm just moving my hips as well. I'm letting my body turn. Let's take the arms the other way. And like I said at the beginning, we need to do this for 5 to 10, possibly even 15 minutes, but that's not long. You're going to bring yourself back into a full state of balance, liking yourself more, being happier in your being. Just with 15 minutes of movement, it's pretty simple, pretty great. So just circling the arms, following along, and as you follow along, notice your mind starting to settle. Feel your arms moving through space. Feel the movement of your hands and your fingers tracing the air, feeling the temperature of the air that your arms are moving through. And if your shoulders are stiff, just take this within the range of movement that you can move in. And then let's bring our arms into this twisting movement. We're going to get some rotation. And as you do this, let your hands slap lightly your low back, just tapping the kidney area and the low back muscles. Let there be a couple of sighs, exhale, soft, long breaths. The breath out being really your key, as we talked about in the second video. Let your face relax. Let the hinge of your jaw relax. And feel a sense of relief. Feel a sense of relief that you are giving your body a nourishing movement. Simple, nourishing movement. Feel the gratitude of a little time out, doing something that's so good for you. And these simple things that you're doing for yourself right now, it's like you're being a good, kind mentor. Breaking habits already. And coming home to yourself. And this repetitive movement of swinging the arms and the movements that we were doing before, we start to unfreeze. This feeling of returning home. You in your body, feeling your body, giving your body movement. This is really the foundation of using movement as medicine. And of course, in the program, I go through so many more really important tips and tricks that are woven into unique movement sequences. And I'm going to share with you one more right now, which is so beautiful. Let's just do a little hip movement. This isn't what I want to show you. This isn't the next movement, but this is important. Let's get your hips moving, especially if you've been sitting a lot. So just some simple hip circles. One of the other key tips that I teach, and hopefully now you're already feeling more comfortable in your being, so we've shifted out of the nervous system state. Let's just bring the arms up like this, and we're just going to bring them forwards, in front, and then backwards. My fingers are open slightly, and then just hold them like this. And I want you to conjure an image. And we can use the mind, the imaginal consciousness, so not imagination as fantasy, but imagination as a type of consciousness to bridge towards healing. There's so many beautiful images that we can use. Imagine a pair of wings. It might be great eagle wings, raven wings, angel wings. Imagine that behind you, like this overlay behind you. And call in the support that image of wings conjures. And then I want you to bring these wings, wrap them around you in a feeling of protection and holding and healing. And then open your arms more into a state of expression where you can feel your energy, the freedom of your heart opening to the world around you, but within the safety of your space where no one's watching. You're just in your space, exploring the freedom of movement, and then wrapping your arms around you again and letting that go. So, in the program, you're going to learn over the course of 6 weeks so many nourishing exercises which call on wisdom, healing, movement, nervous system recalibration and balancing. We take kind of a really interesting approach, bringing together these disciplines, but in a way that is just 20 to 30 minutes day to day. And in the next video, what I want to show you is really what it looks like to roll out this program for recovery and resiliency day to day. So kind of just pulling back the curtain and exploring what you would need to do if you want to join this program, which I really hope you will. I would love you to be part of this program. I would love for all of us to have more energy, more happiness, a bit more momentum, so that we can all be living fulfilled lives because we have the energy and the health to do just that. And this is my cat Jemima. So stay tuned and sign up for the email below, which gives you the early bird notification if you haven't done that yet. Take a look at the other videos. Please stay tuned for the next video, where we're going to look and see what it would look like to do movement medicine, to be part of the program that I have to offer. Thank you very much for watching. To your health and your resiliency, and to more energy.